Okay, I'm back. I'm back for Pillow Talk Tuesday. Story time. God, I wish I could get a nose job. I really do. If I hate anything about my appearance, it's my nose. I don't know. I had a nose ring, and you can still see the hole a little bit in the nose ring section. Yes, I have been. I have been tanning. I don't know. Maybe it's the tan. Maybe it's the lipstick, lip gloss. I don't know, guys. Really. So, come in. Come in closer. And get your drink, chips, dip, whatever your taste is. Because this is a story. It's a one that I've never really shared with anybody. And it was something that happened to me when I was 21. So my 21st birthday at like midnight. So it's June, whatever, June, and then it's that night at midnight, and then it's my birthday. It was that time, and so I was in a relationship. Um, I Me and a guy that I really was in love with. We lived together and had a place in Ashland, Kentucky. Um, but one weekend, on my weekend birthday, I wanted to go see my brother, who was, I think, going to UK, University of Kentucky, because I'm from Kentucky originally. So I wanted to travel and I wanted to go see my brother Russell really bad. So I took off, you know, nice drive, smooth. It was beautiful. Took a couple hours. Um, I really didn't know where I was going to stay that night. Um, my brother had his own life, his own friends. So I really didn't want to intrude. And yes, I know it was my brother, but I couldn't, I didn't stay there. So what I ended up doing was getting a hotel room by myself. Yes. Um, I liked staying in hotel. I mean, when I was that age, I was fearless, you know. And so I was gonna party by myself in a hotel room. It was the first time I was legally able to drink out in the public. So yes, I went and bought my first like 12 pack of beer, and I commenced to start drinking. Um, Now, back then I could drink a lot and maintain. Um, that's why I think it's so funny that I get called a drunk. Like if I ever drink a beer, because I mean, back in my 20s, I could drink. I could drink. I'm a redneck from Kentucky. Yes, I could put them back, and it didn't have to be Budweiser. It was Old Milwaukee. Or Red Dog. Yeah, that was my favorite beer. So anyway, so I was getting drunk in the hotel room by myself, right? Well, when I start getting drunk at that age, I want to mingle and I want to go out. Um, I remember I had like $200 or $300. I was stupid. I was naive, gullible, everything. I'm also sharing like a testimony on um, Pillow Talk Tuesday. So it's a testimony. Anyways, so I had this money laying in my car in the middle console. But anyways, I started walking out of the hotel, and there was a girl and a guy, and they had their door open, their room door open, right? Well, old Val, when she had a few beers in her, I would talk to everybody. I was friendly to everybody. So I was like, hey, what's up? I'm drunk. You know, they're like, come on in. You want to smoke a doobie? Yeah. That's the way I was in my 20s. That's why, it's funny because I'm nothing like that today. I don't know. Maybe I live in my 20s. But anyway, so they were partying, and it was an older man, and it was a woman of color partying. Now, I couldn't see the real situation that was going on with these people, right? Until the next day. Um, I started partying. They pulled out some cocaine, I think it was. And I, you know, never tried it, so I was willing to try it, and I tried it. And next thing you know, me and the girl were off to the races. Yes, she needed a ride to the bad part, seedier part of Lexington, Kentucky. Well, I was feeling good. I was gullible. This is why I thank God every day. Because I know if it weren't for Him, I wouldn't be here. And things would have really taken place. So she drove me to, I guess it was her friends or brothers, I don't know, but it was a bunch of colored people, and they were having a party. They were smoking crack, and um, I'm just gonna tell you what I can remember. Um, so I started partying with them as well, and I kind of crushed on one of the guys there, and I didn't know any of them. But one of the guys there was being super nice to me, right? And then there was another guy who was super bossy and I don't know, very, very aggressive. And I felt safer with the other guy, right? Um, well, later on in that night, we had been partying for a long time. The more aggressive guy took me to a back room in the house that we were at, and he physically picked me up and threw me across the room onto the bed and told me that he was making me smoke more of that stuff. Yes, make me smoke more. Um, the guy that I felt safe with, I couldn't find him anymore. So the more aggressive guy said, you're going to drive me home. I need a ride home. And, I was said, no, I can't. I have to go home. I have to go back, And, that wasn't happening with him. So, he made me drive him home. I was scared, of course. I did what he said. When we got back to his apartment, he kept on saying, you're my bitch now. And I mean, he was a big guy. Tall, big. I was scared. He had some scars. Um, but he made me get, he then pulled out a knife, and he had the knife up to my neck. In his apartment, I didn't know where I was. I knew instinctually I was in trouble. And I knew I had to appease him if I was gonna get out of there alive. Um, so, I mean, with that knife, I did what he said. And he made me put on some old granny lingerie outfit. And, he commenced to raping me. Um, with the knife to my neck, he made me smoke crack all night long. And he said I was never getting away. And, so, yeah, I was scared. Um, I was scared. I didn't know if he was gonna kill me or what. But, I mean, it was my fault. I'm the one that shouldn't have went with people I didn't know, thinking everybody was nice, you know. But he commenced to raping me all night long, um, with the knife and the crack, making me smoke. Um, all I knew is I had to get out of there somehow. Well, morning came, and I told him, I pleaded with him I needed to go get cigarettes. And I'd be back, you know. I told him I loved, oh yeah. Yes, I'm yours. And I remember this guy had a lot of scars on his chest. And so I pleaded with him to let me go to the store. I'd be come right back. I was his woman. I liked him. And he let me go. He let me go. And I ran as fast as I could to my car. Shaking. I don't know what I looked like. That money in the console was gone. So that girl had to have stole it. But I left. I left Lexington and I did not look back. I thought about going to report it, but I just wanted to leave. I just wanted to get home. And that's what I did. And when I got home, I got in the shower and took a shower for a couple hours, crying. What had I done? What had happened? And it took a while for it to register, and I still don't think it really has registered with me. It was my fault. I put myself in that situation. So I asked you girls, do not trust anybody. Especially, nobody. Don't go out alone. Have a friend with you. Because, I believe had God not been with me, I believe he would have maybe stabbed me or killed me. I don't know. But, that was just a little pillow talk testimony on one of the times I was, raped against my will, in my 20s. And, so I want you girls to look at me. Do not trust anybody. please don't be gullible. Don't do what I did. You know, always trust who you're with. And and yeah, that's about it, guys. I love you all, and haters, and I love you all. We're all in this together. So thank you for listening to my Pillow Talk Tuesday story. I appreciate it. I just thank God that God was there. You know. And now, if you're thinking about leaving a negative comment, I'm just gonna delete it, or I'm just gonna block you because there's really no sense. You know, I've been harassed enough, so I'm done. I mean, I'll turn the comments off. I don't think I have them on for some videos, but I'll turn them off again if I have to. I'm just sharing a testimony and something that really tragic that had happened. So there's no need to be mean. And if you are, like I said, I'll just block you. Because I don't need it. You know? It's not nice. It's not fair. But for everyone else, I love you. Have a good Tuesday.